Coming up on the High School Sports Desk, the race is on. And we'll meet up with some of the best athletes in the tri-state as they compete at the world's most famous arena. A legendary City Hoops coach reaches a milestone, and we'll give you the impressive numbers. We've got a wrestling champion on Long Island and a showdown between two of the top wrestling squads in New Jersey. And we'll meet a Westchester County athlete who's a standout by land or by sea. It's all next on the desk.
Welcome to the Tuesday Desk. Come wind, come rain, or of course, ice storms. In our case, we got you guys covered in all things high school sports in the tri-state. Shauna Ryan, Jared Greenberg, great basketball today, as well as wrestling with the winners of the Nassau County Dual Meet Championship, as well as the Mayor's Cup in New York City.
Plus, we'll get you set for Wednesday's National Signing Day, but hey, nothing like starting with a milestone. Monday night, All Hallows hit the pause button on its Catholic League schedule to play Cardoza. The Bayside School is home to arguably the most animated basketball coach in the tri-state. Ron Niclario is known for his outspoken approach and for wearing old-school baseball pants. Niclario has coached the likes of Rafer Alston and Royal Ivy, but the bottom line, Niclario is a winner. After suffering his first loss of the year last week, Niclario was ready for a bounce back.
We're going up there today. We're not losing. Get that attitude that we had after that T-neck loss. You got to have that attitude. Winning. Are you ready to play?
Niclario's group certainly ready. All Hallows on the road. They look ready. Cardoza plays some defense as they always do. 9th in the MSG Varsity Tri-State Top 20. Shelton Mickle, the steal in the hoop, caps an 8-0 start for the home squad. Later on in the first, Mickle doing the passing. Terrell Hunt, the nice spin to the layup. It was 15-4 early on. All Hallows got the outside game working. Andrew Huggins knocks down the triple. It was 21-13. Could the Bronx School come all the way back? Less than 2 to play in the half. Mickle inside. Marquise Barnett, the hoop, and an opportunity for one more before the half was out. On to the third quarter. More defense and offense. Mickle, pretty move. 39-18. Cardoza fired up, as looks like coach was on the verge of a milestone victory. Came in with 599 W's, and his team played strong. Offensive rebounding, dozens of second chance opportunities, and in the end, Coach Ron Niclario picks up win number 600 on his career. 64-48. Cardoza, the impressive win on a milestone night.
It's been a long time, 30 years. Somebody called me up. When was my first win? It was December 1st, 1981. Got my 600th January of 2011. I'm hoping I can get my 1200th around before February of 2041. I was really happy to get it over with because now the kids can concentrate on what we want to do, not what Coach Niclario, has. It means I've been around a long time. It means I've had a lot of good players. It means I've been lucky that I managed to get them better, or they were better and made me a better coach.
A great coach, a fantastic personality, and one of the truly good guys in the tri-state area. Ron Niclario joins a pretty exclusive club. He is one of 7 men to ever win 600 boys basketball games in New York history. The win total is based on the New York Sports Writers numbers following last season, plus any games won this season. Only 4 coaches on this list are still active, including Niclario, obviously. They include the all-time leader, Malloy's Jack Curran. You'll notice that Curran, Charles Granby, and Niclario all coach teams from Queens. Red Hook's Ron Chando earned his 600th last week. And a programming reminder, as soon as we're done on the High School Sports Desk, we'll send you to Brooklyn for more City Hoops. You'll be able to watch Zavarian battle St. Raymond. It's full-length high school hoops in high definition, and it's only right here on IO Channel 14.
The girls of Long Island made their mark at the 104th Annual Millrose Games at Madison Square Garden recently. And the main mark? Well, her name is Samantha Nadell. The North Shore junior became the first girl from the island to win the mile race since 1988. It would be all smiles for Nadell out at the Garden Friday night. The junior, she says she made a dream come true. She took first in the girls' mile in a personal best time of 4 minutes, 50.58 seconds. Nadell started slow and trailed for much of the race, but made a big move for first late. On the Sports Rush, Nadell spoke to us about racing on the big stage at Madison Square Garden.
I just really tried not to let it get to me and not really think about it that much. Just think like it's like any other race that I've run. I'm just gonna like go out there and run. Like it doesn't really matter where it is. Just not really. Just to run and not think about that it's at this big arena.
Well, Nadell wasn't the only standout from Long Island at the Millrose Games on the girls' side. The Catholic League powers that be at St. Anthony's were red hot in the 4x400. The girls' team took first place thanks to Megan Fielder, Shannon Murphy, Emily Tossig, and Alicia Williams. On the public school side, Garden City also took first in the same race thanks to the efforts of Taylor Hennig, Jana D'Angelo, Taryn Schmelzinger, and Emma Gallinger. There were many more outstanding female track and field stars at the Garden for one of the East Coast's largest track meets, the finals of the Colgate Games. 6 weeks of competition came down to this, the final, where cumulative scores determined the champions. 217 girls and women ages 6 to 60 competed in this one, the 37th annual Colgate Games. They beat 11,000 others to get to the finals, and our high school athletes made some serious noise. 400 meters, Alicia Williams, a junior for St. Anthony's on Long Island. Williams would close out strong. That's with a time of 58.14 seconds. Williams finished second with 55 points. Overall, how'd you do it?
I came here in second place, hoping to finish in first. Got out. Okay, they beat me in the turn. Finished strong, came first place. It's really hard though.
Another hard event, the high jump. Joanne Imbert from Valley Stream Central High School. She finished with a personal best jump right here, 5 feet 9 inches. Imbert took first place. That is with a cumulative total of 74 points.
Because when I started jumping in 9th grade, I was only clearing 4 feet. So to be here today jumping 5'9", it's really impressive. And this is my highest so far, so I'm glad I was able to reach my highest jump.
Last but not least, 1,500 meters, and this one was a battle for second place. Sabrina Sutherland of Cardozo and Callie Kendall from Bishop Loughlin coming down to the wire. Sutherland, she takes second in the race, but Kendall took second overall in points.
I know that the 1,500 was really hard on this track because of all the banks, and it was kind of hard to get used to while you was running, and it was a very tough race, but it was good.
And here's a look at the Colgate Women's Games overall first place winners from our regions. New York City schools like Cardozo made a huge showing, as did Bishop Loughlin. Thornton and the Brearley School. And over on Long Island, once again, Joanne Imbert from Valley Stream High School, who you saw at the Millrose Games, came out on top in the high jump.
For the first time since 2003, Nassau County has crowned an overall champ in wrestling. It gave every team an opportunity to win a team title, unlike the past 7 years when schools have been broken up by 2 separate tournaments by class. The championship came down to Massapequa and Wantagh. Wantagh trying to take down the defending champs. Massapequa trying to get it done again. They are just phenomenal from start to finish. Picked this one up at 125 pounds. Justin Paradiso from Massapequa stuffs the takedown attempt, and then Paradiso holds on to win a 7-2 decision. Massapequa in the blue singlets, and we go to 152 for Frank Falcone. Works a reversal and gets it. Then Alex Waddell gets some points of his own against Falcone. This one back and forth, final 30 seconds. When Waddell gets a hold, Falcone somersault out of it. Waddell awarded 2 points, but after a review, they were taken away. Falcone was not taken down, but actually escaped out of bounds. Falcone wins an 8-7 decision. 189 pounds. Joe Canova of Wantagh, a big slam, and then securing the pin. A great roll. Canova at 189 pounds for Wantagh gets the pin. We move up to 215 pounds. Connor Wetzel of Massapequa spins out of Tom Hall. Nice escape. Then Wetzel in control. Wetzel holds on to win a 5-1 decision. And looky here, Massapequa back-to-back Nassau County champions. Congratulations to the boys on a 31-21 score.
It was awesome to win it because we actually had this conversation at school and like before we came here, and we were talking about how it was Division I and Division II, and there were 3 small schools in it and us, and to come out and to shut out the small schools and to prove that we're #1 is actually a really cool feeling.
Here's a recap of what went down between Massapequa and Wantagh in the 2011 Nassau County Team Wrestling Championships. It's Massapequa's second straight title, and they did it by capturing 6 of the first 7 bouts. Massapequa currently stands at 19-2. For more on this one, let's go back out to Clark High School and check in with our game time announcers, Carl Reuter and Tom Howard.
All right, thanks so much. And Tom, what a great night of wrestling here at Clark High School for this Nassau County Dual Meet Championship of Wrestling. And Massapequa on top of Wantagh to become the champs, 31-21. Tremendous, tremendous night for Massapequa, winning 10 of the 15 matches.
Yeah, they did everything you needed to do in wrestling. You need to, if you're not going to win, you need to make sure you don't get pinned. If you need a takedown, you get the takedown. If you need back points, you get back points. And if you need a close win, they came away with 4 wins by 1 or 2 points. Very, very good job.
Let's break it down. Very hard, but there are a couple of matches that Tom and I would like to pinpoint. And let's go to 160 pounds, and what a great job Chris Sarrow of Massapequa did over Wantagh's Chris Lowe.
Yeah, Chris did a tremendous job of doing what he needed to do, as we said before. Comes down with a big takedown early in the period. Chris Lowe is ranked #2 in the county. Comes in here, Sarrow does a great job. Doesn't get any back points there, but just does everything he needs to do to come away with the victory. That was a huge victory for Massapequa at that point in the meet, Carl.
Yes, Sarrow by decision 8-4 over Lowe. And then if you bump it up to the animated 215-pound weight class, wow, what a job by Connor Wetzel. 5-1 decision over Wantagh's Tom Hall.
Yeah, Connor Wetzel's a 189-pounder. He bumps up to 215. Takes on Connor Wetzel, #2 in the county, 189. Tom Hall, #2 in the county at 215. But what does Connor Wetzel do? He comes away with the victory with the back points right there. Another huge victory. Almost seals the deal for Massapequa.
And, of course, you have to give kudos out to Wantagh. They do lose 31-21, but this is a team that will be back. James Murphy, 5th-year coach, is pretty much loaded with sophomores that will become juniors and seniors in the near future.
He certainly is. He's a very, very young, dynamic team. They're good. Again, a 10-point loss to Massapequa. They're coming back. Watch out for them in the counties this year, Carl.
All right, so Massapequa wins the Nassau County Dual Meet Wrestling Championships 31-21 over Wantagh. For Tom Howard, I'm Carl Reuter. Let's go back to the studio.
Thanks, guys, and I love the concept in Nassau County, giving everybody a chance to win a team title. Much more wrestling coming up from around the tri-state in this show.
But next up on the desk, we're going to talk some hoops. We've got a wild buzzer beater from the Hudson Valley, and you're not going to want to miss it. Also from the Hudson Valley, Roy C. Ketchum takes on John J. East Fishkill. You're going to want to stick around for those highlights as well.
Later in the show, we'll head back to the city. Girls hoops, Bronx Science against Taft Educational.
And as promised, more wrestling. 2 of the top dual meet squads in New Jersey battle. It is all coming up on the Tuesday High School Sports Desk.